This is an Eye on Annapolis bonus podcast.
Well, I rarely will pass up an opportunity to come up to Glen Burnie to see Bello Machre because I can't think of an organization that does more good for the community than this one. And this is one organization that has absolutely gobsmacked me when I realized the width, the breadth, the size of the organization. And I always, before we got to know you, I always thought it was just this small little nonprofit up here in Glen Burnie. And I was absolutely blown away. And we're here today with Kelly Hoover, who is a client of Bello Machre, but actually, more importantly, you are a brand new published author.
Yes.
That's exciting. For those that aren't aware, Bello Machre is a local nonprofit. It's a Gaelic term. It means home of my heart. And it provides services to the developmentally, and I'm going to use the word disabled with F's as opposed to an S, because I think we've gotten to a point in time where disabilities they're just different. They're not a negative term to that, but and I'm really amazed and pleased that the world has really sort of changed to that. I look at, my friends. I've got a good friend that has MS that doesn't slow him down one bit, and that means we're in a good world, in a good place. And we did a podcast about a year ago here where we visited here in one of the wonderful homes. And as I said before we started recording, I'm a little bit jealous because, again, it's just such a beautiful facility, and the love and the care that oozed out of the pores of that was just palpable. Kelly, we want to talk to you because you have written a book that is available on Amazon, certainly.
Yes.
And this is kind of exciting, and it's called Kell Bell Made a Wish, and it's a children's book.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, first thing, I got the Kell part. Okay, that's Kelly. What's Bell?
Well, the reason for the Kell Bell is because I used to be called that as a kid. A lot of my family and a lot of my friends, they actually still call me Kell Bell just as a nickname.
Okay, all right.
That's where that name came from.
Okay, well then I'm going to go on and I want to get into the nuts and bolts of the book, but what was the wish then?
I think the wish for me was to learn how to navigate the world with a visual impairment.
Well, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
That's for sure.
Definitely not.
But you, as I said, you were a client of Bello Machre, and I know on the very back of the book you do even thank them for working with them to get you there. But you said you're visually impaired.
Yes.
What's your impairment?
Retinopathy of prematurity.
Okay, so that's a early onset
of blindness.
Okay,
and and the reason for that is because I was born 3 months premature.
Okay.
And I'm also a surviving twin.
And as I understand it, you have, 2 jobs? And a published author, or one job, or I know Texas Roadhouse was in there at some point.
Well, Texas Roadhouse that's I'm employed there. That's paid.
Okay, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. How long have you been there?
I've been there 7 years.
Oh, gosh.
What do you do there?
I roll silverware.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've lived a life of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get along in this world? Everybody has their own separate set of challenges as well. Mom over here who's with us has hers, is Dr. Island, myself, and everybody else.
Right.
But you've really sort of taken the bull by the horns and said, "Hey, this isn't gonna stop me."
Right. Right.
And what possessed you to write a book? Gosh, I would never do that myself. Was that something that was always sort of in your?
That's just something that I'd wanted to do for many years, because even when I graduated high school at 21, and when they read my biography, towards the end it said, and she will pursue her dream to become an author. And that was something that I wanted to accomplish. So, and I'm glad,
well done.
I'm so glad that I was able to finally accomplish that. That was a huge goal. So,
wow. Now this is a children's book. What quick run through the plot on this one for us?
So it basically tells the story of how I grew up, starting with my vision being normal, and then it gradually starts, my vision gradually starts going downhill per se. And then I gradually start losing my vision. And the reason for that is for the retinopathy of prematurity. And then it goes on to basically say how I have to navigate the world with the visual impairment.
So a little bit of a biographical story as well, to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you, how difficult, Kelly, was it to write this book for you? I mean, obviously the thoughts are in your head, and you know, massaging them and everything else.
Right.
I mean, was it? And I guess, you know, you thank your mother, you thank your family and your friends.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, how difficult was it to come up with and write this and finally get it out of your head?
Well, actually, there was I actually had a job coach come to work and actually help me write this while I was on the clock working. And
don't tell those people.
And and what I did was I just kind of, while I was working, I just would just say an idea, and then the job coach would just write it down to see and then he would dictate to me what he wrote down to see if it would make sense.
And then you gave it the approval and said, yes,
Absolutely.
it did or not. And then it went into the book.
Absolutely.
And I want to let people know that this is no slouch of a book. I mean, it's not War and Peace, but it's, you know, and because nobody would read War and Peace. But this is a 70 some odd page book. Mm-hmm. So this is not just a quick little thing, and it's really kind of a neat thing. On the back cover, again, I mentioned that, you know, you thank mom, of course, because you can always thank your mom for absolutely everything, and family and friends, and Bello Machre for making it all happen. But I mean, how did all these people really help you through this whole thing?
I think I think being around family, as you know, as much as I have been, you know, throughout my entire life, I think they've inspired me to write this.
What is your interaction with Bello Machre?
Well,
do you come here, or do folks come to you?
Not to this particular office, but I go to the one up in the Westminster area. And
you guys came all the way down here from Westminster?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
and so what the staff at Bello Machre does is I have a support staff that I have on 3 days a week, and we'll usually go out and do activities. And actually, speaking of activities, today I'm actually, after I get done here, I'm actually going to go bowling afterwards. So,
are you a good bowler?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't take me. My bowling scores tend to match my golf scores.
I just do the small balls though.
Oh, the
duck pins.
Yeah. Okay. I've never done duck pin. That's like a Maryland unique. What makes you the most proud that you've done this? I mean, why are you thumping your chest when you should be, you know, you know, hands up, victory.
Mm-hmm. I think what makes me most proud of writing this is to give other, you know, outsiders a look into my world of how I have to navigate the world every single day with my visual impairment.
And I certainly admire you for that. I mean, it can't be easy.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
What are the biggest challenges?
Well, starting from when I was really young, I had to learn how to use my sense of touch and use my sense of hearing to get around. Even school, because I went to public school. So I had to learn how to know the layout of the school building and know where my classrooms were. So, but luckily throughout my school life from first grade to 8th grade, I had a one-on-one assistant who would go around with me to my classes. So I wouldn't have to go there. I wouldn't have to go to each class by myself.
Sure.
And then also, as far as the vision aspect of it, the assistant would write down anything that was up on Blackboard that the teacher would write, my assistant would write it on a piece of note paper for me to see up close.
Okay.
Because I wasn't able to see up on the Blackboard what the teacher wrote.
Wow. Do you find that you're, as the vision impairment, are your other senses just super, super sensitive?
They are. Absolutely. Especially my sense of hearing. My sense of hearing is very sensitive. So
mom can't get away with anything in the, are you wrapping Christmas presents?
No. No, when I say that, I mean, like, for instance, like if I hear like a fire alarm or something, or even like a smoke alarm or something, like I go bonkers because it's the noise that bothers me. And I've always heard if you lose one sense, your others make up for it.
That's what I've heard as well. And I mean, I've got these hearing aids which were a very last minute thing for me. And my girlfriend was saying, okay, you need to do something because I'm tired of you saying what and not understanding what people are saying. And I remember when I got them and it was, I really realized what I was missing. Do you have another book in you?
I'm hoping to write another one. I haven't given it any thought quite yet, but hoping to.
That'd be good.
I just want to see where this one goes first. So well,
that is available at Amazon, right?
Yes, it is.
And I'll make sure we include links and stuff like that to that. Are you going to stick? Do you think you're going to stick with children's books?
I'm possibly, or I might do another genre. I'm not sure yet. I haven't thought of that yet.
That's awesome. Do you read Braille?
I do.
How difficult?
Reluctantly.
Was it very difficult to learn?
Not really, but I started reading it and writing it in 3rd grade. So I know how to read and write it, but I have to be basically forced to read it because I don't like reading it. So
not only is she a published author, she is fiercely independent.
Yeah.
That's fun. Now tell me also about your love for death metal music. That was a joke. It was country. It was country. She's like going, no.
That's why I was like, that's why I gave you a strange look for a second. I was
it absolutely was. You're a huge country fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Who's your favorite artist?
Well, in my book, it actually mentions a local country artist who I go see quite frequently. His name is Dean Crawford, and his band is the Dunn's River Band. And I've seen him in concert, a lot. And we've been friends for almost 20 years.
Oh my gosh. So you've seen him evolve and he's seen you evolve.
Absolutely. And actually, there have been a couple of times when he's invited me up on stage with him. And there's a particular song that he's written about his father that I learned how to interpret the entire song in sign language. And whenever he sings that particular song, he offers for me to come up on stage and.
So you're the one that's doing the sign. Oh, that's so. The very first time I saw that happen, it was at Meriwether Post.
Okay.
And they had a whole group of folks that were hard of hearing, and they could, obviously you could feel the vibrations and stuff like that. And there was just one girl that was on the side of the stage and she was just getting into it. And I was absolutely amazed. And again, it jumps back into the whole differability thing that it's, you sit there and you think that a rock concert or a concert might be out of the realm for somebody that may be blind or deaf, but not at all.
Right.
Not at all. That's fantastic. Are you the number one groupie then, pretty much?
Yeah.
Where stalker too?
Groupie sounds so much nicer, doesn't it?
Has just been incredible with her. Kelly graduated from Maryland School for the Blind, and he even made it a point to come to my graduation.
Oh wow,
that's fantastic.
And which was a complete surprise. And which I had no clue what was that was going to be happening.
You've got to be just on cloud 9 for this.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just writing any kind of, I mean, I have a tough time writing a paragraph, much less a book.
Mm-hmm.
And to have, 70 pages of this and to tell your story is just so powerful, I think. And it's something that everybody really should read.
I think so too.
Kelly, I want to congratulate you so much on your book. And the book is called Kell Bell Made a Wish.
Mm-hmm.
And those that are listening, go buy it. You can get it at Amazon.com. We're going to have the link right here in the show notes. I think it would probably be especially good for somebody that has children that are maybe freaked out about what's coming down, because everything's new for little kids.
Mm-hmm.
First days of school, first day of middle school, high school, whatever it may be. And to look and see what the challenges that Kelly faced will really pretty much resonate, I think, with a lot of the parents that may be reading it to younger kids, young readers that can read it there as well. Bello Machre has just been doing so much for our community here in Anne Arundel County. I mean, you're up in Carroll County. Is that Westminster is out there? And I mean, you're very pretty much fingerprints all over the state, because we have differabilities pretty much everywhere. And, we're all thankful that Bello Machre is here. You can find out information at bellomachre.org, and that's BELLOMACHRE.org. And the other thing that you want to write down is Kell Bell Made a Wish, and that's KELLBELL. And if you happen to run across Miss Kelly Hoover, you can call her Kell Bell, I guess, right? She'll answer
Absolutely.
that. But, congratulations on this book. I think it's just a remarkable achievement for anybody, much less somebody that has any kind of a visual impairment, to be able to do that. And more importantly, it's got a great message for everybody that, you power on.
Mm-hmm.
You inspire the rest of us. You really do.
You really do.
Thank you.
This has been a bonus podcast from Ion Annapolis. Please visit us at ionannapolis.net. Follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Ion Annapolis. And if you haven't subscribed to the Daily News Brief podcast, go for it. And all of your local news will be delivered to your phone, tablet, or smart device by 6 a.m. every Monday through Friday.